Let me know if you guys can see my screen, and I'll do a sound test, and then we will get rolling. You guys see my screen? Looks like you can see it. Perfect. Awesome. You guys rock. All right. Let's get started. All right. So, thank you for joining me. This is Stephanie Franklin of PPL Army, and today we're going to cover quick cash with Craigslist ads. This is a huge topic in the PPL Army. I know that everyone's been very excited about it, and everyone's been asking a lot of questions about Craigslist ads, if they're, if you can actually drive leads with them or not. So we're going to go over how to leverage Craigslist for your PPL business. Awesome. All right. Let's dive in. So, quick cash with Craigslist ads. So, okay, a lot of you in the PPL Army are probably asking, why Craigslist? Why is it important? I don't know how many of you actually have seen the stats on Craigslist and the traffic that it actually has on a daily, monthly, yearly basis. But it gets over, I think it was 50 billion views or something like that a month. And it's 13th most visited website, exactly, in Alexa rank. So it gets tons and tons of traffic, and people are going there usually looking to buy something. So buy a car, buy a service, looking for something for sale. So they're, people that are on a mission, they're looking for a service, they're looking for something. So they usually have some cash in hand or want to trade or something like that. So it's a pretty motivated group of visitors, and they know that they're looking for something, so why not get in front of them and get in front of them, sell some leads to them, target those customers. So we're also going to go over some good verticals for Craigslist. There's some winners and there's some losers, and I've tested out a lot of different verticals, from legal to home service and auto mechanic, everything in between. There's so many different verticals, and I'm going to show you how you can pick a winner, because there are winners and losers. So definitely, we're definitely going to cover that. And then also I'm going to go over some ad examples and show you how to optimize your ads to make them sticky. So they stay, even though you post them on a certain day, you can optimize them well enough that they will stick towards the top of the search results. When someone is searching for your ad in Craigslist, it will pull up your ad for those specific keywords. There are certain techniques to optimize those ads to make them sticky. So, and then also getting started with $10. All right, I was going to say $0, but we need tracking phone numbers, so that does cost a few bucks. And I like to start out with 3 tracking numbers, just so you can have some different posts going on, even just from one Craigslist account. So. And then also, I'm going to cover what kind of volume you can expect. I'm just going to review just my experience from last year, from 2016, and the roofing leads that I billed for last year. So just kind of so you can get an idea of if you take Craigslist to scale across several different cities in a vertical, what you can expect. And the roofing vertical is, always a good one. So I'm just going to show you guys some numbers on that one. And then also outsourcing and why. So going to go over the reasons and my why I outsource my Craigslist ads instead of do it in-house. I know that a lot of you are interested in doing it in-house, and I would really like to have a conversation with you about why you think that that's going to be an important investment in your business. So anyways, that's just my take on it, but I can't wait to get started. So why Craigslist? This is a really great, so 60 million users in the U.S., just in the U.S. alone. And then Craigslist receives more than 50 billion monthly page views. Isn't that insane? Like 50 billion to one site. And these people are looking to buy something. Doesn't it blow? It just blows your mind. I don't know. What do you guys think? It just blows my mind. Like, I always thought Craigslist was kind of just like, people looking for garage sales and stuff, but it's not. It's pretty amazing. And then it's super targeted. 95% U.S. visitors. So, I don't know why other countries are looking at Craigslist, to be honest, but they are. So interesting. Anyways, There's always those outliers. Yeah, and Isaiah says, with no HTML, genius. It is a genius. Oh, Craig. Craigie Craig, he's great. Very smart man. So anyway, so this is just for the month of February. And this is from SimilarWeb, I think I pulled it from. I just pulled it today. So Craigslist.org, total visits. Last month they had 626 million views, almost 627 million visits. And then people stay on their site for a very long time. So I know a lot of you are aware of bounce rate, and the longer that they stay on the site, the better your site ranks, all that stuff. But people love to be on Craigslist. Like, I know that sometimes I kill time just on Craigslist looking around for stuff. So anyways, and then down here you can see United States, 95%. Canada, I could kind of see maybe why they look at Craigslist. United Kingdom, no idea. Mexico, no idea. But anyways, this is really, really good perspective on Craigslist for people that really haven't investigated it or researched it or anything like that. If you haven't researched Craigslist or even just thought about it and maybe dismissed it because you didn't know how much traffic it was getting, 626 million views or visits, just visits, not even views. Very, very crazy. So don't dismiss it. It's definitely a viable option to drive leads. So, all right. So top verticals for Craigslist. So who on the call has advertised in Craigslist, and what kind of verticals did you guys target? Did you go for home services, legal, mechanic, anything like that? Yeah, HVAC. We have an HVAC. We have our roofing. We have landscaping, painting, pressure washing, legal, personal injury attorney. Awesome. There's so many different little verticals inside of Craigslist that are very active. So I'm going to, after these slides are done, I'm going to walk through just kind of how I go through and research on Craigslist. And I mean, it's pretty obvious. We want to see what ads do we see over and over again, and you're going to start, after like a day or two of digging into Craigslist, you're going to start seeing the same ads over and over again across different cities. And you need to really pay attention to that, because that's a company that scaled Craigslist out to multiple cities, and whatever ad they're using is working and making them money, or else they would not be using it. So you really have to, when you do your research, you choose your vertical or you're investigating a vertical to dive into on Craigslist, definitely maybe pick out 10 different cities, major cities, see who's advertising in that vertical, and then just go after it and see if they are in any other cities. That's always a good indicator that they are making money from those ads, and they're driving leads from those ads. And then also that that type of ad is most likely converting, and then you can kind of copy what they're doing a little bit and make it your own. Probably improve on it, because a lot of people on Craigslist are terrible advertisers. So there's some good ones, there's some very good ones, but a lot of them could really improve on what they're doing. Also, competitor research is also a really, really good place to start if you're going to dive into a new vertical. Not every single vertical will be successful in every single city. So it's something that you really need to think about and research before you choose to dive into it. If you do not see any ads for, say, pressure washing in a certain city, but then you see a lot in, say, Houston, then you really need to do that research, because if no one is advertising pressure washing in a certain city, or maybe a smaller city, something like that, there's probably not a lot of leads or a lot of traffic for those search terms or that vertical within Craigslist. So I've definitely hit some bum cities before that just had no traffic for certain verticals, and totally just posted the crap out of it, and then I realized I was the only one posting for, say, pressure washing in a certain city, and no one else was posting there because there was no demand for it. So definitely pay attention to that. Don't be the only one posting. Don't think like, oh gosh, it's wide open, I don't see anyone posting for this. It's not quite the same as SEO when you're doing keyword research. You definitely want to see that there's some demand, and that you do have a few competitors. It's always good to see that within your search results on Craigslist. So, Another thing to look at your competitors is, are their ads optimized? So one of the best verticals to look at on Craigslist to see like the perfect examples of how to advertise on Craigslist is the HVAC vertical. They just kill it. I don't know why. Maybe because there's so much money in it on Craigslist and it's very competitive. But if you're ever in doubt of how to optimize your ad, just analyze an HVAC ad. Analyze 10 of them and see what the most common traits are within those ads. So, yeah, I'm getting a lot of yeses. Yeah, HVAC is killing it. They're crazy. Ooh, good one, RK. Yeah, so RK has a point. He also puts the city's Craigslist URL into Google Trends to see if people are searching it. Interesting. So you put, just to clarify, RK, so you put the Craigslist, like the vertical in the city that you're searching for into the trends, or the actual Craigslist URL? That's interesting. Atlanta Craigslist. Huh. Sweet. That's a very cool trick. And that's a great way to gauge it. Let's dive, and compare to another city. Nice. Oh my gosh, you guys, you just got some gold. RK, I'm going to send a shirt to you. PM me. That is an amazing, amazing tip. I love it. I love Google Trends. I use it for a lot of keyword research, especially in new verticals, but this is amazing. All right, so if you guys can see the questions, if not, maybe RK, you could make a post about that in the group if you want to spill the beans on it. If not, don't worry. The people on the webinar, will walk through that process, and then the people on the webinar can get that. Hell yeah, RK. Yeah, hit me up. I'm sending you a shirt. That was amazing. Awesome, dude. Whoops. All right. Let's get focused again. Sorry, guys. I just got way too excited about that. Way too excited. Thanks, RK. You rock. Okay, so, and then also check out if their ads are optimized. So we want to see, do the people that are placing the ads even know how to optimize or target keywords, or, do they even have a phone number in their ad? You're going to be like shocked when you start diving into Craigslist and seeing that a lot of ads don't even contain a phone number. They just want you to email them. People don't like, people will email and do email leads, but we want to get the phone calls. We want to get the hot leads. So, and then there's also been a lot of questions in the group about call quality. And, you're going to get spam calls even from SEO and also from, PPC or AdWords paid search. But call quality can vary so widely. Craigslist has some amazing leads coming through it, absolutely amazing. And then there's also some really spammy calls. So it's the same as SEO, it's the same as PPC. You never know what you're going to get. Just make sure that your ads are, pretty targeted with your keywords and to your audience and who you're looking for. And, you got to expect the spam calls. It's going to happen. It's going to cost you, like 5 cents for the call. You're not going to bill your partner. And then you block the spam call number in your CallFire account so they can't keep calling you and wasting your time. So you're going to have to go through that. Everyone goes through that. So if your partner starts questioning about quality of Craigslist ads, just let them know you're not going to bill them for spam calls. And just, also let them know that Craigslist is one of the funnels that you're driving leads to them, and you drive leads to all of your other partners using Craigslist, as a tool. It's just a tool in your toolbox. That's really all it is. So if your partners are getting, pissy about it, or, say something about, oh, I don't want Craigslist calls or anything like that, give them an example. People love examples. I had an example of a remodel that came through last year from my contractor. It was $40,000. So you can't tell me that Craigslist is crap. It's just not going to happen. It was great for him. Anyways, so so just, your contractors are going to sorry, my dog is interrupting me. The questions could come up about that, but just take them as they come. It's not a big deal, and just reassure them that they're not going to be charged for any spam calls. All right. Any questions about that, guys? I'm sure that makes sense. I mean, it's not rocket science, right? We have a few questions coming in. Isaiah says, I noticed you can't make hyperlink images anymore. Yeah, they banned that like a couple years ago, I think. Yep. Which is too bad because that was a great source of traffic. But yeah, lots of abuse going on there. And then Isaiah, I got 2 this week. One good call, worth it. Isaiah just made $75 this week off Craigslist on a good call. 1 out of 2 calls. That's awesome. I love it. I love it. Imagine if you scale that to like 10 cities. $750. All right, what makes a good ad? So I just want to walk through, this is how I optimize my ads. And this is what, after analyzing HVAC, vertical, and what they're doing. And so there's a few differences that you'll notice for an optimized ad. So for specific location, I don't put a location, I put keywords in there. So postal code, and then you're going to add a map location to your listing, which I had to cut off because it was too big, but just put the city and state that you want to target in the map to show a map. Always show a map in your listing, why not? It gives you, a little bit, I think, yeah, the map thing shows up in the actual search results, so does pictures, or the picture tag and the map tag. So anyways, so postal code, just use that as a location. In your specific location, put your main keywords. In your posting title, use these fun little Craigslist icons, which I have. You can just Google fun Craigslist emojis or something like that. They have tons of codes and tons of stuff like that. Let's see. Isaiah says, where should I put my partner's address? Great question. Why would you put are they going to your partner's location? When you're filling out a Craigslist ad, down at the bottom below this, users can also contact me. There's going to be a place that you can choose to add an address to it. Excuse me. So you can absolutely do that. Yeah, you can put the address on the map if you want. I just put the city and state, and that gives me just, it still fills out the map. You don't have to have the exact address. Awesome. Yep, you can put it in the map. Also, this is kind of like back in early 2000s when you could keyword stuff the crap out of a page and rank it. Same goes for Craigslist still. So kitchen remodeling, bathroom remodeling, I put your main keywords up towards the top of your content. And then always, always, always put please call and your tracking phone number for a free design consultation estimate. Don't forget your phone number. Perfect. All right, so don't forget your phone number. Put your phone number throughout your ad, maybe 3 times. Why not? And then just kind of, a brief summary of your services. For each one of my verticals, I usually have 10 different ads that I'm going to run, so you can alternate them. They usually drop off after 7 days, 8 days, 10 days. It kind of depends what market you're in. So if you're in a large market, they're going to drop off faster. If you're in a small market, they will stay published for a lot longer. So definitely have like 10 different drafts of your ad ready to go, different images and stuff like that. And then here's the other optimization trick. Make sure you put licensed, and please only work with licensed contractors. But you can put your keywords, your main keywords, in the license area. And this will also help your ad stick as well. Whoops. Make sure that you mark by phone. I don't like any email replies for my ads. I'm not going to deal with that. If they're interested, they're going to call. And that's what I'm going to bill for. And then make sure you put your tracking phone number in. That's pretty much it. I mean, The main thing that I found is just having your keywords in a specific location, and then license, and then also your map specify the city that you want to target, and then have a few images. Always just pull some images off of Google Images for whatever you're doing, and try to make it out of a different, some generic images or out of a different city, something like that. So I don't know. Have you guys had any success with this? Have you guys tried to optimize your ads like this at all? It's nothing, groundbreaking, but damn, it really works. It really does. So anyways, and always have an image in your ad. Always. Most people, I mean, myself included, I'm not going to click on an image ad. I've tested ads with images, without images. People love the ads with images in them. So another trick, and we'll see that as we dive into the HVAC ads and some other live examples of ads, you can have an image with the phone number in it. So that can also help get around, any duplicate ad posting, anything like that. But you guys have any questions about this? Any feedback? Hey, Tina. All right. Hey, are you new? I have not seen you in the group yet. That's awesome. I love seeing new people. Hell yeah. Well, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Sweet. All right. Tina asks, what are the pitfalls that get this type of lead gen I can't even talk. What are the pitfalls that get this type of lead gen ads banned or ghosted by Craigslist? Great question. So your competitors can flag your ad, and then it can be deleted, it can be ghosted. Yeah, all the time. They do it all the time. It's just how Craigslist works. It's just going to happen all the time. So don't get your feelings hurt because it's going to happen. It's just a competitive thing. Home services in the not major cities are not that competitive about it, but yeah, they have services for flagging. Competitors. I know they do. Super frustrating. So that's why you're going to post at different times of the day. 3 times a day, morning, noon, night. And then also for different keywords. So you're going to set kind of a net, a bunch of different ads, and every day. Let's see, post 3 times from the same ad. Nope, that's why you have to have maybe 10 different drafts of an ad for one vertical for one city. So say that you have a kitchen remodeling contractor that you're driving leads to in Chicago. You need at least 10 different drafts of this ad. And, from the same account? Yeah, you can post from the same account. I mean, and this is where it gets into the gray area. So for an aged Craigslist account, you can get away with maybe posting 5 times a day, but 3 times a day seems to be okay. And then as long as you're posting different types of ads every day, and then you rotate through those and renew those as they expire, and then just renew them as they expire, and get that cycle going, then it seems to be fine. So just from one account, you can definitely do it if it's for one city, but you can always have a backup account and do 2 accounts for one city for one contractor. It just depends how competitive it is. If it's a smaller city or something like that, usually your ads are going to stick around for a while, so maybe you need to post every other day. And your ads are still going to show up, still going to hang out on the page, on the first page or the top 100 for the Craigslist thing. So does that make sense? So you need different drafts for to be able to post from the same account over and over. You just need some different images, different verbiage, definitely different posting title, but you can keep all the same keywords in it, just mix it up, come up with some different calls to action, and then you can also use a different phone number. That's why you should probably get 2 to 3 phone numbers when you start out instead of just 1. So you can alternate the phone number between your ads, and that way you can also post more ads. Does that make sense? I hope I'm explaining that okay. Sweet. All right. Yeah, so get a few different phone numbers and then get a few different drafts for your ads to be able to post from the same account in the same city for the same contractor, and just mix it up. I mean, 3 a day should be fine even in a busy city. If it's a slower one, less than that is also fine. So then this is if you're doing it personally. If you want to manually do this, this is what you could do to get you started with 3 tracking phone numbers, and then same account, a free Craigslist account under your name with your phone number, all that stuff. Does that make sense, guys? Does that make sense, Isaiah? I hope I answered your question. That was a really good question. All right, Tina. So just keep uploading ads and change them up. Time of day, keywords, got it. Yep, perfect. Awesome. You guys are awesome. All right, good deal. All right, on to the next one. And I'll have that screenshot uploaded to the members area just for you guys' reference point. And just to refer to, you can also just search HVAC under the skilled services section of Craigslist, and you can see lots of examples of a very good optimized ad. But always refer back to that. Anyways, all right. So what kind of call volume can you guys expect out of Craigslist? So we got. So last year, 2016, call volume for roofing season. So this is what I had last year. And this was just for 10 cities. So this is why it's so important to start scaling Craigslist and to quit doing it on your own once you have a few partners and you have a little bit of income. So roofing ads in 10 cities, and I had about 30-something, but easier to do the math on 10. So, and these were medium-sized cities. They were not Chicago. It was probably like 150,000 plus population in these cities. They were a little bit larger, but not huge. And just because I wanted my ads to stick around longer, and there's a lot less ghosting and flagging and BS going on in the smaller cities. So I don't know why people were just nicer. It's kind of weird. But anyways, so out of 10 cities, I had 246 leads for the roofing season. So that is about from, I don't know, March, April-ish, April to August. Let's say August, September. April to September. So about the roofing season. In most of the states, I know that the southern states have a different season, but this is not including like Texas or anything like that. This is kind of the Midwest area and around Chicago, but not in Chicago. And then $80 a lead, that's a really common price for just any kind of re-roof lead, or, even you can throw roof repair in there with that, as long as you're sending some re-roof leads to your partners. So that's about 24 leads for a city for a summer. So it doesn't sound like much, does it? Like 24 leads for a city for the whole summer in a medium-sized city, it adds up. It really does add up. So let's do the math. Math is $19,680. So how do you do that? 3 ads per day times 10 cities equals 30 ads daily. So this is scaling it out. So your job turns into just prospecting and getting partners, and then setting up your ads, scheduling it with your ad provider, and starting the campaign. So then what does 30 ads a day cost? At 60 cents per ad, and the more ads you buy, the lower the price. So there's a lot of pricing out there. You can just search Craigslist providers or Craigslist ad posting or something like that, and kind of the average is 60 cents per ad. It can go down if you increase your daily ad posting to 100 ads. It goes down to like 50 cents or 40 cents per ad, so that can really help you out. But let's say $18 a day. Okay, that's not bad. I can cover that. If you have a job, maybe that's an hour of your day that you're paying for that. But I think it's totally worth it. what, 18 bucks per day times 30 days, $540 total ad spend. So if you're making over, was it $540 ad spend times the 6 months? My math was totally wrong on that. I'm sorry. So I knew I was doing something wrong. So let's say it was 5 months. 5 months long, you're still coming out with a very nice profit for not really doing anything except managing your partners, getting partners, managing them, billing them, and then the Craigslist posting service does everything else for you. So does that make sense to you guys? Does that make sense? Like why you need to be scaling out the Craigslist ads and not doing them yourself? Like I just want to drive this home. There's so many people in the group that just want to do Craigslist ads themselves, and I just don't know why. Your time is worth so much more than that. Like, let an expert do it. Yeah, don't touch it. I tried to bring it in-house. I bought software. I tried to learn it myself. Oh my gosh, guys, just please don't. I don't know. I think your time is worth a lot more than, $18. Like, the time it would take you to post 30 ads a day for $18 to save $18 a day, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. So, and let me pull up my calculator and fix this math, because you're making, so it'd be what, $540 for the month. Let's say 5 months. Who can do the math? Who's quick? 5 times 540. I can't do the math. Okay, so what, 2,700. All right, so we got 1968 minus 2,700. It's still a pretty fucking nice profit. Excuse me, didn't mean to cuss. I'm sorry, guys. Really nice profit. 16 grand, almost 17 grand. Yeah, awesome. Why not? I think that I could go out and get 10 partners in 10 cities and do this all day long. Yeah. What do you guys think? Yeah, I agree. Totally. All right. So you guys see how easy you can scale this out? Earl, you're hilarious. Awesome. Could you please? No, Earl, I cannot do that again. I shouldn't have done it in the first place. Oh, people might be offended. Too funny, too funny. We need to catch up, Earl. Anyways, you're killing it in the group. Oh my gosh. All right. So minus my math skills, it's a really good profit. Okay. So getting started with $10. How can you get started with $10? Like I said before, for your different drafts, for your ads that you're posting, use a few different phone numbers so you can post from the same account, for the same partner, drive some leads, make some money, roll that over, multiply it into another city and another city and another one. Like it's, stop manually posting as soon as possible. So I know that we can have a great conversation about this in the group. If anyone disagrees, I would love to hear your position on it, and it could be a really great conversation. I really don't know. I would like to hear your perspective on it if you want to take this in-house and manually do it. Because if you want to turn it into a Craigslist posting company, maybe that would be why. I mean, that could probably be profitable. I don't know enough about that, but anyways, so get your email account, number to attach to a Craigslist account. So Craigslist verifies a phone number, and this is where Craigslist gets really complicated and a total pain. They attach and they don't take the VoIP phone numbers anymore. They don't accept them, so it has to be like an actual cell phone or a landline or something like that. Somehow it's hard to get past their filter with a voice over IP phone. But anyway, so CallFire tracking numbers is going to be your main expense, and your minutes for your CallFire account. So let's say 3 times $3, $9, and some minutes, $10, maybe $15. Okay, fudge a little bit there, but come on, it's not that much. and then some elbow grease and some motivation. Hey Ron, what's up? Yes, which CL service provider do I use? I have tested out 4 different ones, and I'll show them to you guys. All of them are great, good prices. So also when you're going through testing out outsourcing companies or any kind of outsourcing, give them small jobs in the beginning. Just do like 20 ads a day or 10 ads a day, see how they do, and then, if they do a great job, then increase your business with them. But never just fully, go all in with an outsourcing company until you've tested them out and that they can actually fulfill their service with you. All right. So a few questions coming in. Yeah, so a burner phone from Walmart. Yeah, you can totally get a burner phone. I can't say that. Burner phone from Walmart. Yeah, you could totally do that. I think they run like $20, and then I haven't bought one of those in a very long time. I know that was kind of like a workaround a long time ago, or still is. I'm sure they would definitely work. I just don't even want to get involved with that. It's just so much of a headache. But yeah, if you're starting out and you want to go that route, you can absolutely do a burner phone for the number to attach to the Craigslist account. Why not? I think that could get expensive after a while, especially if your accounts get banned, or then you have to think about IP addresses, and it's just a whole host of things that I don't even know enough about, because I don't want to dive into it. So I don't know. It's up to you guys, though. I'm not saying don't do it. This is just what's worked for me. So, okay, another question. So it'll be better to buy PVAs to confirm accounts. Phone verified account. So a PVA, a phone verified Craigslist account, you could totally do that too. There's so many different ways to attack this. So many different ways. And you can make it as complicated as you guys want to. So I like to keep it simple. And, just let someone else deal with that headache. You're going to have enough going on your plate if you're scaling appropriately and building this out. So, I don't know. I want you guys to not be technicians and be managers of your business, and, Let's see. Nice. Yeah, Isaiah, I know. Yeah, so Isaiah says, this will be my first time billing a partner, so that's the only reason I'm doing some of this on my own. Heck yeah, this is how you get started. Absolutely. You gotta get started somehow, and it's with elbow grease and a little budget, and then you can scale from there. Awesome. All right. So we went over quite a few of the outsourcing whys. And yeah, definitely want you to stop being a technician in your business, and anything that is repeatable or tedious, or you can teach someone else to do, delegate that. Delegate it to someone or a company or something like that. So, and then focus on how to scale. That's the main thing I want you guys to take away from this video or this webinar tonight. Is focusing on how to scale your business with the Craigslist model. Your job is to get partners and prospect. That is your job, your full-time job. You are now the representative salesperson of your company, and you have delegated the part of posting ads to somebody that you're paying $18, or a company you're paying $18 a day to do it, or more, depending on how much you scale. But it's, work the system. Exactly. And who to outsource with, I have a few providers that I've tested out and and I'll show that to you guys as well. And it's no secret. You can just Google it and find them, but they're reputable and have done a good job. And then, definitely how to test outsourcers. I kind of covered this, so just give them a small job, maybe 10 posts a day or 20 a day or something like that. You can also just call the company, and maybe you have a $10 a day budget or a $5 a day budget. Maybe you have for the whole week you have 40, you want to test it out with $50, 40 to $50. Email the company. They have other rates. They can do lower amounts. They can only do, every other day. They're very flexible. And it just goes into their software, and their team schedules it however they do it. But they're very flexible if you want to even start with a lower budget than that. So don't hesitate to contact them and try to work out some kind of agreement with them, because they want your business, and they definitely have options that are not shown on their websites. So definitely think about that. Don't get intimidated thinking that you need to sink, $100, $200, $300 a week. You can start with $50 a week, or even less than that, and just see how a market performs. So, and then test a few of them, see who performs best, go with that company, or go with the top 2 companies, and don't put all your eggs in one basket just in case something happens. But that has not happened yet. I use 3 different outsourcers right now, so some weeks some perform better than others, so it's just kind of, always test, and never, get complacent with who you're working with. All right, any questions about that, guys? Everything sound good? Anyone want to do this manually for 30 different cities, or 30 posts a day, and 10 different cities, and go crazy doing it? Nope, I didn't think so. All right, so let's dive into some fun stuff. Here we go. So I wanted to go kind of just do a few examples. I know that we're coming up on the hour here, but definitely I want to stay on for 10-15 minutes answering questions you guys have. And awesome. All right, a few questions coming in. You guys are cracking me up with the answers. David. Hey, David Doctor is asking, did you write your own copy for the ad? Yeah, they can also do it for you. I have them do it for me now, but you can definitely write it and send it to them. They really appreciate it when you do, and it usually turns out better than what they write. So, yeah, definitely you can send your own copy. Not a big deal. Your own title lines, copy, and keywords, everything like that. So, Tina says, no way. I'm not posting my own ads. All right, good. I like it. Okay, so this is kind of analyzing what's popular in Chicago. I don't know. Let's see. So you can see bookkeeper for churches. It just kind of scanned down and just, there's always moving companies, insurance companies, carpet cleaning service. Carpet cleaning does great on Craigslist if anyone's carpet cleaning. Mover. I mean, Chicago's a huge market. Roofing, bathroom, kitchen, fireplace. Like, you can just kind of get a good feel of if you go into a large city or even a suburb of Chicago and see what is popular in that area. You can also do a search, very easy. Let's just say, is there any pressure washing ads going on in Chicago? Pressure washing. Oh. It still came up. So yeah, there's definitely some pressure washing, deck cleaning, fence staining. So this could be a very good kind of not very publicized vertical to get into on Craigslist. I love pressure washing. The leads are kind of cheap. The leads are about $25, $30 per lead, but there is quite a lot of volume for it. Anyways, so go through, analyze just kind of the services all and see what shows up, and then go from there, and then you can drill down into different verticals. So, I did a search. I was just kind of pulling up some ads and going through. So for home remodeling is a great vertical for Craigslist, definitely a winner. It's kind of low volume, so make sure that you're getting enough for your leads. And you can see I like this one because they did exactly what I was talking about. They put the keywords in their location, in their license info, I don't know what this garbage is. This is definitely a posting service, and you'll notice that because, well, if you go search in a few other main cities, you're going to see kind of the same type of ad. And then posting services usually have this weird font and then weird numbers, so you can't get automated calls. But you can just block those calls anyways after a while. All right, so that's a good one, and that was a really good graphic. If you guys see the graphic, phone number, Platinum Care Cleaning, great graphic. All right. Now this one, I just wanted to point out, really nice picture, really good branding. What do you guys think about it? I mean, they have kind of an idea here. They're trying to do something, almost doing it. Where is their phone number? I don't know. I mean, it's probably the next one. Yeah, it's really tiny right there on their business cards screenshot. Like, their phone number is hardly, it's not really anywhere. And then it's right there on their website screenshot. They do have their website, but it's not clickable because there's no HTML. I mean, people are going to bounce out of this. They're going to be like, I don't want to go to your website. Maybe they will, but just make it easy for the visitor to call you or to call your partner. All right, so question came in, or a few questions. Let's see. All right, do you post in multiple sections like household services and skill or trade area? Yeah, absolutely. You can post in, those are definitely really good ones for the home services industry. You can post in either one of those. I always like to see where my competition's posting, and they're usually going to tell you where people are searching for that vertical in that city. So, and yeah, I mean, either one. They're both going to show up if someone searches in services, and then services all, and then searches for by keyword. So, but yeah, post in several different areas. Why not? Bigger your net, the more leads you're going to get. All right, so now HVAC. This is what I was talking about. So go into services, skilled trade services, whatever, and then HVAC, and you're going to see amazing ads. Like these companies know what they're doing. Every single one of them has a location, has their keywords in it. See how competitive HVAC is. Incredibly competitive because there's so much business on Craigslist for HVAC. It's ridiculous. Get several calls a day, easy, especially when it starts getting hotter, and the heat waves start rolling through, and people's ACs start breaking. People go right to Craigslist to get their AC fixed. It's pretty crazy. Same for the winter. So definitely HVAC is a great one. But see who's posting over and over again. So definitely this is probably a posting service. I don't know how they can post 3 of the same exact ads on the same day. Probably just because they have different accounts. All right, open this one already. And then you can see if they posted. You can also kind of, when you're researching to see how many companies you're up against, I like to see how many companies are posting on April 5th. And this is sorted by relevance, so you can sort by newest as well, but it defaults to relevant, and that's why we want to start putting the keywords in the location and the license area, because that's going to make your ad more relevant than your competition. That's why we see some ads from April 1st showing up. I think it's probably the latest one towards the top showing up, April 1st. Yeah. So these ones are showing up. So I want to see, what are these guys doing that's so special that they can stay up towards the top of HVAC in all of Chicago? Let's check them out and see what they're doing right. They have a great, really ugly image with their tracking phone number in it. They have all the keywords in their title, their location, their license, kind of a brief description. This is definitely a posting service as well. You can just kind of get the feel of it. This is definitely a posting service. They do all this weird stuff. So it's how they get around Craigslist filters, however they do it. But So definitely kind of see who's sticking around for relevance towards the top of your searches that their ads are a few days old, and then maybe copy them. So for this one, obviously the same poster or the same service because it's the same format. I don't know, is the number the same? Yeah, the number's the same in the ad. They just changed the title of the ad and the info in the license and the location. They didn't change the content of that at all, just the image and the title. So definitely take note when you're researching a vertical in Craigslist to see who's doing it best. These guys are obviously doing something right because they're still sticking up towards the top. Here's another one that was up towards the top, posted 8 days ago. This is really standard stuff for the HVAC. They know what they're doing. Here's that same posting service again. I just opened quite a few of them just to give you guys some examples. I mean, it's pretty obvious. You get the point, right? You guys have any questions? So here's another posting service. So it's the same one. So these guys are posting over and over and over again because they're making money. They wouldn't be doing this unless they're making money from these posts. So something to think about. Automotive services, I don't know that much about advertising on here. I did advertise for Mobile Mechanic in Chicago, and they blew up my phone. I got like 3 or 4 leads every day for Mobile Mechanic. Very popular in Chicago. I don't know about other cities, but I would assume so. I don't know if anyone has had experience with that, but people definitely go on Craigslist to look for mobile mechanics for semis, and then also for different types of cars. So then you have legal services. So I think it's funny. I think the legal services advertisers could definitely take note from the HVAC advertisers because their ads are terrible. Like, they're so short and they're not optimized in any way, and it just looks so bad. I don't know. Maybe someone needs to start a Craigslist advertising service for these lawyers because they need some help. Definitely. But they are posting on here because they're getting leads. Otherwise, they wouldn't be posting on here. I mean, look, this is so bad. I would never call them for help with if I needed a lawyer. It's just crazy. Advertising material. I don't know what that means. Anyways, just my 2 cents. I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe who wants to start a Craigslist advertising service for lawyers? I think it would be probably pretty lucrative. I don't know. It could be. Especially if you drive some leads to them. Why not? Just charge them for leads, or, yeah. Not a bad idea. I don't know. Now I'm thinking about starting a second business. Okay. So the companies that I've used before are the ones that show up at the top when you search for Craigslist posting services or Craigslist ad service in Google. This one looks super cheesy. Actually, really great service and really cheap. Check out their packages. I know it looks super cheesy, but they're legit. So they do have different pricing per ad, and I think that they also give you proof that it is live, that the ad, most of them give you a link to all the live ads that they do post. So anyways, you can always contact them, any of these guys, for custom orders. Even if they say minimum orders 10 ads per day, I mean, it's always negotiable. These guys are great. Quick Boost. Of course, their site looks a little better. Great service. And then their pricing is a little cheaper than the other site. And see, 50 for 60 cents, 100 for 50 cents. Yeah, you can, and then negotiation. You can custom order and negotiate anything. So these guys are also very cheesy looking. I was skeptical, but I threw, $50 at them, and they did a great job. So just start out small when you're starting. Pro Craigslist is also a good one. I have used them as well. And then, let's see. Is this the same one? I don't know. I have not used this company. They had a very similar name. So yeah. So those are the first three ones. I can post these in the group also if you guys want. You can also go to Elance or any freelancer site, and they usually have Craigslist posters that are more than happy to post some Craigslist ads for you. So just start small with them, test them out. Let's see. This is it. Fun Craigslist ad symbols. So if you just search fun Craigslist symbols, they're going to give you the code that you can just copy and paste the image, or you can paste the code into Craigslist and you'll get those funky, cool little images in your title and everything like that. So if you didn't know how to do that, that's how you find them. I don't know. I think it draws your eye to the title a little bit more. So anyways, you guys have any questions? I'm about to wrap it up and open it up for some questions or feedback or input. You guys had any success about... I know Isaiah's killing it with Craigslist. Who's ready to start a Craigslist campaign this week? Or next week? Just talking about this get me amped up. So I want to see some people killing it in Craigslist in the next week. I also started 3 test campaigns this week just to, have some more examples for you guys and a case study for you guys. I'm working with Fernan in the group, and we're going to be testing out his vertical and driving some leads to him and see how things go with that. But anyways, we're going to have some proofs, some case studies for you guys coming up, and I'm really excited to share that with you. Seeing is believing, and that, anything to help motivate you guys and get you guys moving on it, very excited to do. Also, I want to go to Google Trends and test out arcades. Can't wait to do this. Google Trends, and then let's check out Atlanta Craigslist. Okay, I'm totally sending you a shirt, man, or hat, whatever one you want. If you're still on, I'll find you after. All right, let's see. All right, so we have a question, or a few questions. Let's see. New properties. Oh, sweet, Isaiah. That's awesome. I didn't know that. Isaiah used to drive rental leads off of Craigslist, and a while ago, but he's really awesome. I bet, yeah, rental leads, that, of course. I know when I was renting, I would always check on Craigslist. That's sweet. I don't know that market very well, but I bet you could drive a ton of traffic, a ton of leads through there. All right. Hey, David, doctor. He's having, one of your sites is not getting indexed. Any tips? Did you try my trick of posting it into a public Google Doc? Post some of your XML sitemap or some of your links into a public Google Doc? Try that. Yeah, Google Docs. And then also if you post it on Facebook or Twitter, just, copy paste your main domain in a post or a tweet or something like that. That can also help get it indexed pretty quickly. There's also some indexing tools that are being talked about in the group. I'm testing out one of them. Yeah, Lightspeed. Yeah, yep, I'm testing out Lightspeed Indexer as well. We're on awesome seconds. Yeah, I'm testing that out. Hey, David, if you want to PM me your domain name, I can run it through my Lightspeed Indexer if you want. Yeah, just PM me after. Yeah. Yeah, it only does 200 links, but then, you don't want to index thousands of links at a time. That could get you banned, so it definitely, yeah. you're right, Ron. It indexes only about 200 links, and then the rest is organic. You let Google decide to index the rest of them. Awesome. Sweet. All right, hit me up, David. Okay, so RK, this is your trick. So throw Atlanta, Craigslist. Love it. All right. So we're going to see free stuff, cars, Craigslist, Atlanta. Tons of interest. Love it. Oh, look at that. You can even... Okay, this is super cool. What a cool trick. I love it. Car transportation mode, Atlanta City. Interest over time. That's cars. Sweet. I'm going to play around with this a little bit more, and then you can compare... Yeah, then compare cities, and then go from there and choose probably a city that uses Craigslist the most and scale out from there. I like it. Related. Tennessee. Awesome. I get it. That's a great trick, Ron. Or RK. Thanks for sharing. All right. All right, guys. I'm about to wrap it up. Any other questions about Craigslist? And hit me up if I owe you a t-shirt or a hat, for sure. Aw, thanks, Tina. I'm so happy to have you in the group. I love it. Yeah, awesome. Definitely, please give it a shot. Please try it out, Tina. Craigslist is awesome. So, all right. Thanks, Ron. You guys are awesome. I hope you all have a really good night. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join me. You guys rock. Seriously. You're the hardcore PPLers. Nice. All right, guys. Hope everyone has a great night, and I will be talking to you guys tomorrow live on the Webby. And Earl, I got some new software, some new technology. All right. Thank you, everyone. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great evening. All right. Bye.